Peace. Y'all know what it is. Another episode of 43 Enough. The host with the most, and we got
who? You the host with the most who though?
Big J.
Oh, okay. He cut something out, didn't he?
I ain't left a bar out.
Yeah, you got your own rap.
We gotta get
Yeah, you already know this, man. DJ True Will, the Check Chasing Champion.
I don't know what it is, man. We still, what we got going on today, man? Let me know what
We got a lot going on. Hey, because you can already see, we didn't even get to kick the show off, and bro was already on here.
We just talking about no disrespect to nobody in particular, no disrespect. You know what I mean? We just try to have fun and try to enjoy life and not like think about the negative side of things. We all try to look at the bright side on certain things.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? We speak, we talk our stuff, you know what I'm saying? And but it's not directed to nobody. It's all fun and game. But at the end of the day, if anybody ever feel disrespected by anything or upset, it ain't meant to be like that. You know, it's number love, peace and love here at 43 North.
Again, man, if it don't apply, let it fly. It's that easy, man.
I've been quiet. I've been in the love funk. You know,
It's the weather, man.
It's the weather. It's cold. We've been in the house. I just didn't want to be bothered with people. But
I'm gonna be honest with you though, like I take a lot of that brunt though, bro. Like honestly, like these last like 48 hours, like I ain't being myself.
48?
Yeah. So I definitely ain't been
I thought you said 48 because of the movie. You just like picking a number.
No. Like for real. Cause that was our last podcast.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So like when bro broke the news to me, yeah, I kind of took that shit to heart. You know what I'm saying? So.
Still got that nose like the father on Good Time. That nose spread when he said that, but yeah. What you drinking? You drinking some Lombardi drink?
it's a Harvey Wallbanger.
Yeah, Harvey Wallbanger.
It sounds like to have a Harvey Wallbanger.
But yeah, man.
I mean, we've been trying to do a lot of stuff here, man, and this is a part of the culture that a lot of people don't like to talk about, but we do, hence the word uncut. So like you said, man, if we ever offended anybody by using the N-word or using certain things topics that we use to talk about the show, you know, it's no point intended. We're not trying to hurt nobody, but this is something that's here. If you feel that we're not politically correct, we don't excuse ourselves for it because this is here. This is what we do.
Facts.
We stand firm in what we're doing, so it's just like basically keep moving forward, and y'all can continue to get good product out of 43 North. It's no different than the Breakfast Club. You know what I mean? It's
Really idiot.
you know what I mean?
Smart guy, the dumb guy, the smartest man on the planet,
exactly.
the dumbest guy on the planet. We all are different in some kind of way, but
the thing is kind of dividing because this is the thing that we dislike. That's why we call it uncut. People who being fake. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I consider it being fake because a lot of times the same people who get off of work, you know, it's acting in the same way that we act up here on 43 North. So it's just
and not even that. That just goes to the point to show you that none of this is scripted.
Nah.
Like, ain't none of this scripted. Like,
you saying you freestyle a lot?
oh yeah.
it's not written. It's not written.
I'm finna bust it. I'm
saying, like, this all unscripted. Like, we not sitting up here, we ain't got no cards, we ain't got no cue cards, ain't nobody showing us nothing. We just feeding off of each other, you know what I'm saying, and just telling it how it is.
It's growth, man. Just being able to vibe with you and everything, and you know, like I said, we all from different places, so we all got different way we describe certain things. Our dialect is different, but you know what I mean. Hopefully, we can reach a different audience, and everybody can catch on and see that. You know what I mean. We got somebody over there yellow on or something.
Right, exactly. I mean, and we try to be as original, as authentic as possible because a lot of times people are not just that. We need to have more of that. In order to build structure within our community, you have to have something, an entry point in. This entry point has been giving a lot of people opportunity to sit on this platform. That's who we have here today. You know, T.Y. Smith. We've had Mickey Cash on the show. We've had a lot of people who wouldn't have been able to be on a certain circuit.
And he won the rap battle that we got to put it out. He's still challenging anybody and saying he the best. So challenge us, knock, be well, whatever.
Nobody challenging.
Ain't nobody ready, man.
Nobody ready, and that just shows how far we got to go. If somebody won a title as a rap battle and you in the same field, that should be your direct competitor.
Like I'm on
his head. I want his head. He's the best.
He put a target on his own back.
Right.
So
I want that. And to see who get it. And like we say, it's not no violent competition. It's a mental competition as far as challenging yourself as an artist, as a human being, as a man, or a woman for that matter. Shout out to the women who trying to do their thing. They independence, what's going on. But for the most part, man, I mean, a lot of artists should challenge themselves and even try to attempt it. You know, we got the platform, we have the space, and we have the availability, but nobody has taken the challenge to challenge him, you know. Not saying that's what we have to do, but he really ate him. As far as the rap battle went, he really bodied that boy. So it's like,
shout out to the Honey L too.
Oh yeah, he always give a shout out to the Honey
L, man, Titletown talent.
Shout out to everybody at Titletown Brewery, man.
Yeah, Titletown doing their thing, man. And this is what we do, Green Bay, at 43 North. This is what we do. We really show and prove as to what platforms we have and the authenticity of the culture, man. I mean, a lot of times, a lot of people consider this cool, you know, what we're doing because we're being ourselves. And a lot of times we never had this. We never had something like this in Green Bay. This is the first time ever. And I know a lot of people are going to be a lot of different ways about it, you know, as far as how the way we conducting ourselves and things. But it don't take away from who we are as businessmen. You know, we've created a lot of different things here in the city, so it's like, respect it, you know what I mean?
I like it because everybody that's up here like highlighted in their own field.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody know Jay because he done did the promoting, he done did all the big shows. Everybody know Tommy because you know he got all the off the wall videos and he be in everybody's face.
The innovator.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, cool. Now you get to see them for who they really is on something that's real.
But
you know what I'm saying?
But know this too, everybody. You can't judge people for who they are. You can't. It's not good to judge people because if we judge people, it wouldn't be nobody up here on this show. We wouldn't be sitting here because we'd be judging people. Everybody have character flaws, but who is it up to everybody to point the finger at who's bad and who's not? You know what I mean? So
that's why I say it's like a disclaimer. You know what I'm saying? His opinions don't necessarily consult my opinions.
Exactly.
His opinions don't necessarily consult with his opinions. You know what I mean? So that's a disclaimer. I mean,
right.
You know what I'm saying? We here on the same panel, but a lot of our things we vibe off different. Like I keep saying, that's what makes 43 North what it is. Everybody from a different sect. Everybody brings something different. Everybody from a different part of the earth. Everybody from a different part of the soil. Like I said, going forward, we're gonna have more Latinos. We're gonna have more Somalians. We're gonna have a different to show the culture as a whole because we can't put an urban and culture or African American or black or this and that just continue to be a box. If we're gonna be in a community like this, man, we extending our hand to everyone. You know what I mean? Not the fact that we extending our hand, but we feed off each other, that energy. You know what I mean?
Right. And necessarily, like a lot of things that individuals do, like what he does or he does, what they do don't make me, you know what I mean? Who I am and they down.
What I eat don't make me shit.
Right, exactly.
So,
but you know what I mean? So it's just like, you know, everybody here is their own man. They have their own families, their own things that they do. You know, but we come together collectively in one nation of the group as far as doing this. This is what's here. And if we don't pay attention to that and overlook that and try to blanket it, that's been the same things we've been doing for 20 plus years up here. You put the Band-Aid on the problem. The reason why we said we was going to put ourselves out there and sacrifice ourselves in essence, because it's going to be a lot of judgment. Oh, they curse. They say the N-word. They say this. They said that about Pac. Look what he went down as. Look at the Breakfast Club. They did all the same thing that we're doing. Why has this been accepted in New York?
They got money.
You know what I mean? And because corporate America tied into that.
Yeah. But look, we on the rise though. So I ain't worried about none of that. We on the rise. Our checks coming, so what?
Hey, look, I don't want you to know.
No, hold on, because we got some topics that you. Yeah, remember on Tuesday you said
don't
cut out.
Get a chance to address all that.
You trying to skip that on me, bro.
We want to cut it down. Shout out to my buddy on the camera. We won't cut it down.
I need you to address this before we cut out.
What kind of topics are you discussing? Talk about it. You talk about it. The topic we discuss.
The marijuana.
Talk about marijuana. What's your take on that?
My take on it, I'm an advocate for it. Facts. CBD, any way you can get it. Medicinal, recreational, however. Because I'm going to look at it like this. If you allow people to drink liquor, why can't somebody 21 be able to do the same thing but not have the same?
Because it's still a stigma with that. It's illegal in certain places. So it's a stigma in it. It's like people judge you. That's part of the judgmental thing because when it was created, it was judged for certain people. The only people that were able to get it was
Mexicans and African Americans.
And then after a while, it became the thing when hippies got a hold to it. That's when it really got sick. Like this is no good because they saw their teenage children or the suburbanites. Once it reached over to that, it really got forbidden because they call it the gateway. But over time, I noticed what's going on now with different states and different things is same thing with the government with the healthcare thing. the municipal point because they know it was just something that was so falsified over the years.
Right.
So I'm not saying that I'm an advocate for it, but I support individual rights. I support what anybody.
Now, that's a good point. Most people wouldn't even pick that up because that might go over people. You know,
but no, I'm just saying if that's your choice, because even some politicians are speaking for it to get in their states or governors and stuff like that. So I agree with you, and I know you went to events in Chicago, festivals, and they gonna have some here in Milwaukee soon.
I just went to one, the cannabis expo in Milwaukee, and that's what I was saying.
That was in Milwaukee.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand.
So how do they allow the cannabis expo in Milwaukee and it's still illegal in the state?
Well, because it was a lot of different, I guess, regulations on how they have it for people in consumption.
Okay, but this did happen in the state of Wisconsin.
This did happen
and it was a legal event.
I'm talking about legal event where you can go in, look, find out distributors, seed growers. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about from growing to everything, bro. Like, all under one roof.
And that just show you how far we got with that too. Because once upon a time, like even with the liquor, you had to do these in like supper club, underground tunnels and stuff like that. By they bringing it, prohibition. By they bringing it to the forefront now, I don't think myself as personal as far as like how people trying to make it seem. Right. Because it's more like you said, it's a recreation thing. Then some people use it for medical.
Right.
But because like it's a new world.
Like, but that's my whole thing though. Like, I'm definitely a plus for the medical use. Right. You know what I'm saying? Now everybody know I smoke weed. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, but at the same time, like look at the upside instead of the stigma. You know what I'm saying? It's way more upside.
Is that what keep you sane?
I wouldn't say keep me sane, but I got bad anxiety. And you know I be having to be in the public all the time. So that's what keep me, you know.
Instead of taking meds.
Yeah, I'm definitely not taking no meds. I can't even take a goddamn aspirin, bro. I got to take BC. I'm old school. Right. You know what I'm saying?
So this is a very, very good topic because it's a lot of stigma that's wrapped around the consumption of marijuana. And the possession, a lot of people don't understand, like in your case, a lot of people see like what you do on your page, way you have it, how the way you promote it, you like it. It's something that's helping you. You know what I mean? Right. It's not you're not out here selling it. You're not out here producing. You're not out here trying to get people to buy it. And that's the thing, the stigma that they put on certain individuals because they pass judgment right away off they look. They don't know a lot of these people. It's a lot of people that's in office. It's a lot of people. There's a lot of doctors that use marijuana for different reasons.
I'm gonna put it like this. When people get off work, do they run home and open up their medicine cabinet? Do they reach under their cabinet to go get a bottle? You know what I'm saying? So how can you judge if you're doing
pretty much the same thing?
Likewise shit, boss.
Judge, what do you say? Judge not to be judged first or something?
I'm just saying.
Everybody.
I'm just saying.
If you're above a certain age, if you haven't lived a squeaky clean life where you had a silver spoon, your mom and dad pretty much paved the way, you haven't seen no violence, and majority of the people, 95% of the people living in America right now is dealing with some type of traumatic event in their life.
Right.
Something. So you can choose to how the way you medicate yourself. A lot of people.
You know what? That's
a lot of people use meditation. Yeah. I'm not saying it's a form of meditation. I'm not saying just to kind of grasp what you're doing, but that's one key element of the circuit of how the way you can help support yourself and what you're going through. Some people use meditation. Some people use overeating. Some people use, it's certain different things that people can use in order to deal with.
Gamble.
Some people do gamble.
But what else do we have in this this deep though that we need to discuss? Because this is a body of work that we're trying to put like a map on. We want to talk about different topics. We want to bring different people involved. We want to show a different.
Well, if that's the case, then let's talk about the opioid epidemic. Because hold on,
that's deep.
You know what I'm saying? Because when it was our people, didn't nobody give a flying fuck. Hold up.
That's what happened with anything. Same thing with the marijuana. Once we reach out to suburban community.
So now that they got this pill popping crisis that they've been pushing on you since the early '80s, little Johnny's.
So we didn't know about that growing up where I was from. It wasn't nothing. Listen,
look, man, you got your ass whooped, bro. Yeah. Like that's the whole problem. These kids is soft. These parents are soft. You have babies raising babies, and this is what happens. These kids' attention spans ain't big because their parents' attention span ain't that goddamn big. The apple don't fall too far from the tree, goddamn. I'm just.
Oh yeah, I got my apple here showing the days and I get my.
He definitely got that bottom nose dog.
Can't take that. But look,
I can take mine off. I'm on, baby. I can take mine off.
What I was gonna say is about that though. That goes without saying, without different passages, drugs. This person do it is good. This person do it is bad.
Right.
But that's the government as a whole, because one thing that they talk about, and they talk about from the beginning of time, is the healthcare. And what all the rappers talking about now, drugs in the United States. They're not even talking about keep Mexico out. They talking about keep their drugs and stuff out, because they want the United States to be hooked on the United States drugs.
Right.
They endorsing these companies, these promethazine companies, and all this is endorsing rappers.
Your Pfizer,
endorsing
your Orca, all that.
Everybody, they're not even buying into prison no more. They buying into medical. They spending their money into medical.
So I'm be honest with you,
they want to get everybody.
Some of my stock is medical stock. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be totally honest, because that's what's really making the money.
Michigan, man, Michigan. Hush Lounge coming soon. We're going to the Hush Lounge.
Yeah, Hush Lounge. We're going to Hush Lounge. We're going to turn up at the Hush Lounge.
Michigan is
shout out to everybody that's out in Michigan, Illinois, all the dispensaries. Shout out to Vans Dispensary, because them was one.
Shout out to all the CBD places in Green Bay too, man.
Hold on, because Vans Dispensary, remember I told you on Tuesday, you know what I'm saying? They gave me the little t-shirt, and they told us if we shopped them out, he was going to send us something. Because I was supposed to wear the t-shirt, but you told me not to.
What's his name?
No, it's an actual group.
Vans.
Vans Dispensary.
Give me a shout out.
Shout out to everybody at Vans, 43 North. Definitely support all y'all products. It's definitely dope, 100 and legit.
I got some CBD juice the other day too, man, from somebody.
Where's Vans?
I mean, it put me to sleep almost.
Where's Vans?
Vans is in Seattle.
Hey, look, but I just want to welcome somebody else out here. I ain't trying to cut off like I say. I want to run. We want to try to keep these traffic down. Nothing but freaking.
No. Jason gonna stay on for a minute too.
We got 3 hours coming, man.
Hold on. Because Jason got to be up here for a little minute too. Because I want Jason to actually pick T.Y. brain before the rest of the group get up.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot that people need to know about T.Y. that I feel is like legit.
You know what we need to know about T.Y.? Why do he, this one I want to ask too, this is a good one. Why do he always choose to work with a group? Because I know he's an individual artist, but I see he put a lot of effort into building these groups, building these teams, and stuff like that. A lot of people he's cut out of him where he can't continue to hold the torch. But T.I., he working hard, man. T.Y. working hard, man.
T.Y. is a very dedicated dude. You know what I'm saying? Now, I can't say that about a lot of artists. Like, I can call bro phone and he's sitting in front of his laptop. Like, what you doing? Shit.
We gonna let him settle. He don't have a loud voice.
No.
Very, very settled.
And that's a good quality. And that's what make him
bring people together.
Because when he do speak, you don't listen.
Yeah,
you don't say too much.
So we do. He like, damn, that nigga talk.
Yeah.
But once again, Tommy Boy, 43 North. I'm finna bring my boy Ty Smith, man. T.Y., Born Ready, whatever, you know how it goes.
So we're gonna do T.Y. first. We're gonna do T.Y. with Jay first, and then you know what I'm saying. Then we're gonna bring the whole squad on after that.
Did you handle the squad?
He got the
squad.
He got people.
Yeah.
I know the other brother too. What's your name, fam?
Jim Huncho Zell.
Yeah, I know Huncho too for a while, man.
I don't know Huncho Zell.
Who he look like? Do he look like him?
Yeah, I swear to God, he look like him. I used to see him like Ham was gold.
I'm like, is that him?
He look like Ham.
I used to ask him that when
DJ Ham.
I used to ask him.
Ham with gold.
Is he related to Ham or Weezy? Ham or Weezy? Number love.
They say we all go. No.
All right.
50-second comments anyway. And brief intermission.
Yeah.
Now we got T.Y. coming on.
Yeah, we got T.Y. coming on.
Come on, T.Y. got something to say. He got to put that up.
I don't got this hit.
Okay, put it in your pocket.
This young Ice-T right here. This young Ice-T right here.
Young Ice-T. We welcome T.Y. on the show, man. He done made it up in the 43 North. Uncut.
So look ahead.
Dynamic.
See your face, man.
T.Y.
See your face, man.
First interview. Right in there.
That's your first time.
You gotta kind of tilt him up just a little bit, boss.
See, all right.
That's the lights, cameras, action, baby.
Thank you, boss.
Like low key, man. T.Y. been around for quite some time.
Yeah, I'm saying, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I've been knowing about T.Y. because you know I work tough with Mo.
Right.
Every time somebody talking about rapping, when Mo bring up rapping, he talking about T.Y. Okay, T.Y. will be rapping. T.Y. So of course that definitely made me take a good liking to him off top. So bro speaking highly. So you know, ever since then I had to rock with him.
How long you been here? How long you been here?
In Green Bay? Shit, since like 2000, 2001. Hey, first, wait, let me get this out the way. Free bro, free Mo wife.
You already know that.
Free bro.
I'm saying the t-shirt's on the way too, by the way.
Bro coming home. But yeah, back to the question. I've been here since like 2000. You know what I'm saying? Born in Milwaukee, came up here, been up here for a minute doing my thing.
So what's your story? Like, what made you get into rapping or what you do? We're gonna get into a little bit more that we know what you do, but the artist aspect. What made you dive into that? What made you have the ambition? Who was the driving force? Or you just pop up one day like, man, you know what? I just gonna start spitting. Was it somebody that you looked up to or something like that in the game?
No, not really. I used to copy rapper lyrics and write them down so I could learn.
I see that's been like a constant trend. A lot of people saying that.
You know what I'm saying? When I
Practicing the cadence.
that's how I learned how to rap fast from Twister and Tech 9. You know what I'm saying? So
shout out to Twisted Tech.
Yeah, shout out the Midwest guy.
Yes, sir.
So doing that, I got more into rapping. You know what I'm saying? Then I hooked up with Bro and them when I moved up here. And his pops was a rapper, Tay Tay. He stay in California now. Shout out to Bro. You know, he out there in Cali. I hooked up with him, and then from there, just been doing music ever since. Plus, to keep the police away from me.
Okay.
Yeah, you say keep you out the streets.
Yeah.
They keep you out the streets.
So when you finally knew, when was it that point that you finally knew you had a little gift? Like, you knew what you was spitting was pretty good. Because I've had the liberty to listen to some of your old tracks, and I had the liberty to listen to some of your new tracks, which I have to say you have improved in a lot of areas. So it's when did you know that you had that? Right at the beginning, or was it like midway through, or what?
We was tri-state at first. Me, Show Me Cash, him, and Jarrell, and Andre. He cut hair. Well, I don't know if he still stay up here, but he cut hair and shit. We was a group, and when we made a group, our first song was damn near, a local hit or whatever. So ever since then, shit.
What happened to that group? What happened to it? Because as you say, Show Me Cash, everybody knows Show Me Cash is. He's
Rich man.
Rich made, been around for a while in the videography doing his thing. And not knowing, I knew of the group. I didn't know all y'all was in that together. But what was that like? What was that like being in that group, and what happened to it?
Shit, yeah. That was like, these are the teen nights up there. I ain't gonna speak of what we used to do there, but they used to be teen nights here, and it was fun. So, being after teen night, we all link up and just go kick it and record and write music, you know what I'm saying? So it was a vibe. We all went to school together. Okay. It was all cool.
So one of them little high school places just doing something.
Just kicking it.
But it actually became so. That's why I wanted to know, like, do you still work with those guys today?
Yeah. Well, I still work with Tim. He did. Well, except for Money Dad, he did Money Dad.
Right, I didn't.
He did
Money Dad.
all my videos.
Right.
Rail owned like a company. Rail got his own company, and Andre couldn't carry on. So I still see them around, but everybody do their own.
Right.
Their own thing.
That was nice. That was a nice little thing that y'all had going. Because a lot of people I see, they do groups and they come up with each other, then they break off, do their own individual projects. But coming back to those groups, I was wondering if it's like it still kind of supports each other. From what you're telling us, it did, because a lot of y'all are actually in a position. But give us a couple things that you've been doing. We know a lot. I can go on and tell the people a lot that you do, but coming from you, I think it's a lot better at this point. What are some of the things that you have accomplished here while you've been in the game?
Shit, we started off this local music back when, well, I don't know if a lot of people heard of 606 and Something Real Productions. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Devious, shout out to the ones that put on for us.
Right.
So as the torch got passed down, I was with the new wave that came, Hustle Gang.
Okay.
Then it was Hustle Gang, Lou Me, Valid, No Sleep. You had Khaleesi doing this thing. You know, there was a bunch of people out here grinding. So I was with that way. We kicked down a lot of doors for a lot of people to be out here eating today. You know, it ain't too many artists that I ain't really worked with out here. You know what I'm saying? I work with damn near everybody. I ain't gonna say everybody, but a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So I've been around.
Kind of like Tommy that did a lot of different projects with a lot of different people. For you, what is that like? What made you want to actually work with a lot of people? Because a lot of people right now don't have that energy and have that vibe and want to work with other artists and other production companies, other videographers. But I've watched you deal with a lot of different.
And that's Jay. That's the question. That's a perfect question, Jay. That's what I was thinking too. You always, other than trying to push yourself, you always push more Ready Musiq.
Right.
You always try to get this conglomerate together. Even when Nova came, where you work with different artists, or Caesar, you always try to like bring the group together as opposed to just focusing on your own. That's good. That's
very good.
But what made you choose that lane and try to trust these people with your craft as opposed to? I know you put in the work, but I'm just saying.
I always push it. If I make it, we make it. You know what I'm saying? I always push that. I've been pushing that, and I always
Team players.
So I'm loyal. You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers that I be around is day ones. You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers that can really put in work with me or we been grinding. You know what I'm saying? I'm loyal. I'm different. So I'd rather we all shine than just me shine. You know what I'm saying? But I still got my own shit that I work on. I'd rather we all shine.
You finna marry a rapper too, so
Yeah. That's
shout out, congratulations on your engagement.
We sell some Pat Foose and Remy.
Yeah, exactly. Baby.
Oh no, Diddy and J-Lo. We Diddy and J-Lo.
I had the halftime shit.
Right.
Store, man.
Right. So moving on, let me ask a real deep question. Being the stigma that we have on hip hop here in our area that we've been at, I think we've got a lot of ways past that. But what been some of your struggles outside of what you do? Like you got to work your job and still production. But what problems have you come against, like resistance towards what you do? Has it been any?
What do you mean stigma? Like
the hip hop stigma that we got, like we bad, we come from bad environments, we gonna hurt people. You know what I mean? It's just like,
well, that's just in general.
right? No, I'm saying something
everywhere.
Right,
bro.
that's what I'm saying. By repping hip hop here in this area, what are some of the backlash you got?
A lot of people look down upon it right away, and a lot of people don't want to work with you right away. You know, based on other experiences that they've had in life. So based on those experiences, they don't want to work with you, but you just got to keep pushing and get past it. You know, I wouldn't say the stigma has held me back, but it definitely has to slow me down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta actually sit down and talk to people to get past.
Pretty much convince them. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, this is I am who I am, but this is something that I carry myself in a more orderly fashion than what people think. But this has become a business, becoming a way of life for a lot of people, and it also has been an outlet for some people for their independence. You know, and that's why. I was when he told me, he said, T.Y. coming on the show, I said, it's very interesting because you do have a lot of historical aspects, because you have, like myself, seen a lot of the old heads that was here, watched them grow, seen their mistakes, and then you was able to pull the trigger in your time to be able to help a lot of other people, and that's what we about here, you know what I mean? You actually put others before yourself. You know what I mean? Even though you know you got a talent, you can be like, hey man, you know what? I got this. I know the people accept me. You know, they know who I am. I've been around. I got a lot of clout. But no, I'm going to put you first. That says a lot about your character as an individual. So it's like, to be able to have that sitting up here and basically let the people know what we're really about here at 43 North Uncut, man, because we haven't had this type of platform. We haven't had these type of opportunities, but now we having it. We want the people to know this is not no game that we playing. This is not something that we repping the people and trying to be a facade. This shit is for real. This shit is on point, and this is how we living up here, some of us. You got people that lives and respect the culture. You got black folks that's a certain way. You got black folks that's another way. You got some that's professional, that's considered moguls, that couldn't even pop a word like this on Facebook. No. You know what I mean? Right. They couldn't even talk like this, but in their downtime, they talk like this at home. So we are really pushing the fact, if you're going to accept us as a culture, you got to accept everything. Yeah. Not just a little bit, because we're forced to accept everything else. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So you as an artist, man, I mean, I've always had to literally watch what you do, and I've always respect what you do. Anytime you call me, I try to help you out with it, or work with you on something, or see what we got going. Wish you could put a lot more out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's coming.
It's coming.
Oh, it's coming. It's coming.
What's coming?
It's coming.
It's a lot of shit coming. I got can we cuss?
Yeah, because
I didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
We gonna bleep it. We bleep it.
I mean, some people be trying to, you know, but ABO, that's the new squad. We about to, you know, really put on ABO. Okay. You know, that's something that Mickey Cash came up with while he was locked down. Shout out to bro. You know, I've been rocking with him since, you know, stunt pegs on the motherfucking mongoose.
Wow.
You know
stunt pegs on the mongoose.
That's been going down. So that's something that he came up with.
That's an acronym. I was talking about that.
Yeah. So
what the ABO stand for?
Always balling out.
Always balling out.
Always balling out.
Yep.
Oh my God.
So and then Huncho Zell, That's bro. You know his own way. He play his part.
Talking about Hammer bro? I gotta be Ham. No shout out to Ham. I mean, shout out to Ham. No disrespect, man. You know we're always getting at you, man.
Yeah.
Keep getting at you.
But I just met bro actually at the gig. Fucking with Cat. I was at JBS.
Okay. Chopping them, man.
You know what I'm saying? But I just met bro. He's solid. You know what I'm saying? Vibe. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big vibe type of person.
Right.
So
Energy good.
Energy's good. You know what I'm saying? We vibe. So, bro.
I got one question before we bring everybody. All right, so for a lot of artists who never got to go to South by Southwest, can you please like kind of describe that? Because a lot of people don't know what it was about. Because you got to go with Mo, and you got to see like how it really gets to go down. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, bro had like a lot of daytime shows, but you still got to think that's 5 shows in 4 days.
That was crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
I missed the last one. I was like, I'm tired. Fuck this. I'm tired.
So kind of describe that to the artists, and let them know like what the grind is,
just a lot.
like tell them like what y'all seen when y'all was out there, like tell them how the other artists' grinds were
compared to up here.
QC. Tell them how the QC grind
It was everywhere. Every light post, street light, every mailbox, wall, flyer, gate, everywhere.
No, I'm talking about you listen, hold on.
It wasn't only them.
See, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. Listen,
Yellow Beezy, them Cliff. Everybody else up and coming.
Even the people that wasn't on though, even the underground artists, the motherfuckers.
like that's what made that shit dope.
Rapping they old trucks and all that.
They was down there. I'm talking about little stickers, big posters, CDs, promo flyers, T-shirts, the whole
Everything.
gig.
So you work on the line? You work on the clothing line?
I'm trying to.
I mean, that'd be
9-12 misfit.
Not
too long.
Catchy, yeah. And you get the women to wear it too. It's catchy. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that y'all got going on. So we're gonna bring the rest of the squad on here. We might need another chair. Trill Will gonna handle them. Got one for him. They get Mickey Cash on here. Come on, y'all. Come on over here, man. Y'all get y'all a little chair. Then you manage to.
Oh yeah, shout out to Mellow G. We got a little Mellow G in the city.
What you good, bro? It's always love. We've been hanging out at the chess school. I don't know how you doing, man. You used to. Somebody got to hammer.
I got a new hammer.
All the shows, all the places
Y'all 6 foot better than this motherfucker.
That's a good shot though, man.
Alright, so look, this ABO. Always calling out. Alright, so start with you. What's your name? Talk to the camera, don't talk to me, boss.
Jeff, you gotta speak up.
Yeah, you gotta speak up, boss.
That's all that You spoke to me blacks. That nigga
Go ahead. Come on, man.
I'm Mickey Cash, man. Y'all already know who I am.
You know who it is, Mickey Cash.
Yeah, I'm T.Y. Ty Smith, born ready rapper, ABO.
Alright, so Zeb, because you know this is our first time linking. How long you been rapping, boss?
I've been rapping since like 13, but I ain't been like in the studio type shit.
Okay.
You know.
So fucking with bro, this like your first time like really putting like real songs together.
I used to mess around with Press Train. I used to mess around with him.
Okay.
You know, he moved.
Shout out to Trey.
He moved to the studio, and so like I've been like doing my own little shit. I fuck with a dude named Grace Flow. Shout out Grace Flow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've been fucking with him, but me and him got into like a situation, you know, so we split, and then I ain't been, you know, fucking around. You know, been in the bar, and since then we got connected.
Taking up, man. Every time we hit that motherfucker, I swear.
Alright, so let's talk about the project though, T.Y. Let's jump right into it. What's the name of the project? Let everybody know what's going on. What's the name of the project?
Features. I say you want to answer? Features. That's what it is.
Hardest take that's gonna be.
Features, nigga. Features. You gotta say it so the world can hear. We want the world to hear.
Hardest take
Hey,
that's
the world need to hear this shit when it drop. Everybody, stop
the takeoff features, man. The takeoff features, man. Features is featuring us, nigga. Hardest shit finna drop in the bag anywhere, period.
We don't rap like we from Wisconsin.
On my life, we don't rap like
Okay, but that's good to know because I'm waiting to hear what this really finna buzz down to be like. You know what I'm saying? Because bro, you know, I done came over. Everything is working. Yeah, it's working. So now my next thing though is like, y'all got any shows lined up? Because I seen y'all just shot a video. Like, what else y'all got going on?
Southwest. That's what we're trying to do. After that, this summer, I don't know. Solo projects. We're really trying to get on.
I said like y'all gonna start, because I know you.
Lollapalooza we was trying to get into, you know what I'm saying? That, but really more projects. Get all the projects, doing the promotion, doing get all that, build the buzz, and create.
Listen to him. He got a little plan here.
Yeah, videos, all that free shit there. That shit there. It's 2020.
Well, yeah, I'm listen. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like being a DJ and still being able to get royalty checks, like. I love that shit.
That's where it's at.
Like, that's why I be trying to stress to the artists, like, man, take care of y'all paperwork, man. Get y'all paperwork.
Nobody never put me up on royalties and paperwork and all that.
Yeah, I always stress it. Yeah. So this definitely gonna be a good look, because like I said, y'all say it's gonna be a big project. You see, that's a big shoes to fill. Mo put up 100,000. So, free bro. But again, you know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely geeked to see what this is gonna do for the beta, because again, you got Mickey Cash. Like I said, I ain't even heard what Zell put down yet. So if you can co-sign for him, you know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, low key, listen, low key, this nigga go crazy, bro. Motherfucker sleep on Zell, man. Motherfucker sleep on though. He go crazy on my life. Motherfucker though.
And I don't write my shit.
No right. No right. The whole tape.
We ain't write nothing. We didn't write nothing.
So do y'all feel that better? Not writing because everybody, a lot of rappers.
Hell no.
Like
That's them. That's them. I don't like that shit. They got me on that shit.
It's just
I'd rather sit back and write mine. They done force me into it because they be like, man, you be writing, man. They go right in there and do their little shit. Be having to wait on me, man. Don't worry about it. I'll come back tomorrow then. Shit.
So the competition thing in the booth though, or y'all just like, oh, he good, or y'all be real critical with each other? Y'all make sure the person step it up.
That's a good question though. That's a good question. Because some crews, they don't push their homies to go hard as they supposed to go.
Shit earlier today.
We all agree on shit and we all disagree. Like if we feel some type of way, we'll let them know. We got to work on this, and if we vibe with it, we gonna sell it. That's what made the tape so hard.
On my life. Like, man, what you think about? Nah, this shit weak, bro. We ain't putting that out, man. We gonna go back and do it first.
So that cover that she just did, y'all just released, is that the cover for the tape, or that's the cover for a single?
It still need a few touches on it, but that's what we gonna run with. Still needs a few.
Who did the graphics on that? Tiffany, yeah.
Shout out to Tiffany.
Tiny Designs. Go crazy. She done did a couple of she did our cover art for the first video we shot for that intro.
So let me ask you.
What happened to the project when you was in the car, when you was born music to ride to or whatever? What happened with that?
That's my
that's his solo project.
That's what come out when you release it.
No, he ain't dropped that shit, because I was still waiting on him to give me them last little master stuff.
What's the disconnect you think with you in the community or you with the music? Why you know what I'm saying? You in a position of release song. You always been around studios or cool studios. Why you not flooding the market right now? What's going on?
I don't know. I'm picky with my music. Maybe I'm my own worst critic. Like right now, I got 40 songs done. You know what I'm saying? 40 songs done and ready to go for my solo. Me and him got a mixtape recorded that's about to come out too. That 2020 Vision. That's what we about to do. My own
2020 Vision. That's why you got the glass on.
Hit the glasses up one time.
See, they don't even understand. A lot of people don't even understand the concept. You know what I'm saying? It's like 2020 Vision. People be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I see clearly, but 2020 is my vision. This is my year to take this shit over. This is my year to put AB on the map. And, you know what I'm saying? And show motherfuckers, and they ain't fucking with us.
Right. And it's kind of out here in this community. Where you come from, Cash? Where you originally from?
I'm from Waukegan, Illinois.
Okay, you from Waukegan, Illinois. How long you been out here, man?
Man, I've been out here since.
You was in high school out here?
Yeah, you know that East High School. I ain't graduated though, but shit. That's my.
You was high school out here?
Southwest.
You in Southwest?
Yeah.
So where you originally from?
I'm from Milwaukee.
Okay, you came out here enough time got people that's been here.
In the community.
That's been bred in the community. That's what I'm saying. We might have made some different choices as people when we first came here, or we tried to find our identity, but we've been here though. You know what I mean?
I rep Green Bay. I'm not scared to rep Green Bay.
Yeah, no, we from the
There you go.
Shout out
I
Milwaukee.
rep this motherfucker.
Shout out Milwaukee.
I'm part of the
Shout out
reason they changed laws around this
Yeah,
motherfucker.
Milwaukee.
But that where you're from is where you at though. It's still on the same soil though. You know, overall, it's still the same soil as Milwaukee is
Anywhere.
What do you say?
No, I was born in Milwaukee. I spent most of my life here though. So, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Milwaukee, but I'm from Green Bay. Shit, I'm here.
Okay, so then how about, hey, all right, so start with you, get everybody social media. So your Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, shit like that, email, run it down.
Born Ready TY, Instagram, Facebook, Ty Smith, Born Ready Music, Born Ready TY. You know, I don't know, Twitter, all that. Anyway,
Spotify.
features, all that is on the way. Just Google Ty Smith. You know, I'll pop up.
Mika.
Man, y'all already know Facebook. Y'all hit me on Facebook. Marcus
Because-
Johnson. Man, you know what I'm saying?
Come on, smooth operator right now.
Yeah, man, you know. Hey, look, no, but look, Marcus.
Nick Cannon, right. Nick Cannon. Drum line.
Come on, Hammer.
And what's my favorite name? Carlos Miller over there.
Oh, yeah, I'm Carlos. I'll take Carlos.
Facebook, Marcus Johnson. Snapchat, Mickey Cash 1031. Instagram, Mickey Cash 1031 or Marcus Johnson 808. You know what I'm saying? All of that shit. Twitter, anything. Mickey Cash is gonna be up. It's gonna pop up.
Facebook, Huncho Zell. That's about it. I don't be on the other sites.
You got the Instagram?
I don't be on none of that shit.
You gotta reach out to 43 for promo, bro. We gotta get your name.
Yeah, we gotta get your social media.
IG where it's at, man. Show where it's at,
We
man.
gotta get your social media
Before we
together.
go, shout out 43 North Funk
Man,
Club.
gotta shout out 43
Shout out.
Top Boy J, DJ True Will. You know.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man.
It's lit.
Congratulations on your wedding again, man. Marrying the rock, man.
Harass, man. Look.
Let's get ready to end this off. Y'all know what it is. Another episode of 43 North Uncut. Y'all see how we do in the community, man. Shout out to all the local artists. What we doing. Love, peace, and heritage. We out. Peace.
Peace.